I am wide awake. I hear my past trauma. I did it masterly. I maneuvered out the matrix to defy these fiery darts being thrown at me. No time for sleep. I got lots to see. Digging.
Hi. Oh, excuse me. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Okay, I am Dadrina Velour. If it's your first time, thank you for clicking onto this video. I hope I say something that is uplifting to you or that gets you to thinking. That's what I like to do. I like to get the people to thinking, okay? This video, I have just really been moved to talk about the goodness of God. I really felt like I needed like a pick-me-up. I need a pick-me-up in this moment. And nothing picks me up more, I say more or more better, than when I talk about the goodness of God. I have to say, the God that I serve, okay? The God that I commune with. See, God and I, we're like that. We're one. There is no separation between me and God. There is no separation. Okay? I have been created from Him, her, it. Let's say God is light. Because the first thing that God said is, let there be light. That's when existence began. Light. So I feel like anything He created after that came from the first creation. Light. Again, God is so amazing that there really isn't any earthly, I say there's no word in the English language to definitively, to accurately describe the goodness of God. And like, who is God to you? Like, what is God to you? Because, I did just say him, he, it. I feel like God is everything. God is everything. So now I think I've done a video on this, talking about God being omnipresent, omniscient. He's everything. He's all-knowing. He's everywhere at once. God is. There's nothing missing or nothing lacking from God, the God that I serve. And again, we are one. God's goodness is unfathomable. It's hard for me to really describe Him. All I can do is discuss and describe the feelings that I feel when I speak of Him. To feel and to be in His presence. It's a feeling like no other. I could use words. There you go. I got some words. Bliss. Nirvana. The feeling of nirvana. You might have to Google that word. The feeling of nirvana. It's complete joy. So it's not just a joy, but is complete joy. There's nothing missing. There's nothing lacking. How could it be? How can anything be lacking when you have all that there is? God is all that there is. How can you be troubled? We all have our moments, right? That's the human form of us. The human form of us. Well, get us to worrying, doubting, feeling some type of way, mad, sad at times. But we don't want to give that too much of our time. Oh no, not here on this channel. I don't give those types of things too much of my time. Why? Why would I take up 60 seconds of my time to talk about sadness when I could be talking about the goodness of the Lord? You tell me. You know God, you know God's people. I feel like I just heard. Like, how do you know God's people or everybody? That's what I heard. Everybody talking about God. It was a man's voice. Everybody talking about God, 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 God. You know a man, you know a person by the fruit that they bear. You know a tree by the fruit that they bear. Yeah, I'm on subject, but I'm finna go off subject. You got to stay with me. You know a tree by the fruit that it bears. Do you know that I can easily relate to us, men and women, as being a tree, a plant, planted and rooted from the earth. Adam was made from dirt. The first known man, if you believe that story, was made from dust from the ground. Out of the same ground that trees grow. So, we don't realize how earthly we are. We are earth. We're still talking about the goodness of God. We are earth. God is earth. Everything. Everywhere. All at once. I can talk about how God is the air and fire and water. He's every element. Nothing is missing or lacking from God. See, for me, I don't see how people are able, it's an experience. You have to have an experience with God. Once you have an experience, you can never leave Him. I didn't really realize how fortunate I was to have had an experience. I can't leave Him. I can't leave Him. I can't let Him go. I've experienced Him already. Yes. Right now, this is how He makes me feel. Yes, He gives me a light trickle, like a little trembling down my spine. Mm. Have you ever went outside and just looked up at the sky? Have you taken a moment to look up at the sky at any times of the day, of the night? Look up at the sky. How could you not? And not be thankful, grateful, amazed. I'm always amazed when I look up at the clouds. What is it? What is that? Like, who did that? Like, who's responsible for this existence, this creation of the sky with the clouds? How they sit there all cloudy? Then the sun sitting over there doing that? Like, who created that? Someone incomparable to anything had to have created that. So yeah, when I had my moments, here I am, I'm about to give it a little second. When I had my moments of doubt, I go outside and I look up at the sky. And quickly, I am quickened into amazement. God is able. God is able. That's all I need to know. God is able. There's nothing impossible for the God that I serve. Nothing. Now, because our minds is not able to create the thought into our own mind, then we feel like God's not able to do it because of our limited capacity of thought. God is limitless. He has no limits, no bounds. There's nothing God can't do. This one I love. I grew up off this one. My earthly father used to say this all the time. God can do anything except fail. God's not able to fail. Oh, another one of my favorites. I don't know. I've been quoting a lot of scriptures in my videos recently. So I feel like I had some church folks that's been coming to check my video out. I can quote scriptures too. Not to toot my own horn or anything. Now I gotta say it like Paul. Oh no. Oh no. If you ever think that I'm trying to exalt myself, oh no, that's not what I do. I'm exalting the God that I serve. It's not about me. He said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me. So that's all I do. I try to lift him up in all his glory, in all his goodness. Yeah, I know. You're going to come check out this video right here. You know what I'm talking to. You're going to come check out this video right here. And you're going to be convinced that everything you heard about me was lies. You must be, you should be, in constant communication with the Father. Constant. I find myself when I'm in the shower, I'm praying, I'm communing. When I'm driving, I'm communing. I pray without ceasing. I have to. Like I could not. Like I could not. Like I can't. Like, I don't know how or something. I don't have the capability to not speak with God constantly. It's just what I do. In my free time, I try to hurry up and get alone by myself. I try to hurry up and get by myself. Try to finish up everything I got to do. I do ripping and running. I go take care of this. I do that and do that. You wanna know why? So I can go be alone and talk with God. If you have lost your faith in God, if you have lost your hope in God, if you have gotten to where you're mad with God. We have a lot of people who are mad with God. And I sup with you. Yeah, I stand with you. I've been there. So I can stand with you. And then understand it. When I say stand with you, I can understand it. I get it. I get it. You have lost faith. Let me tell you how good he is. He already knew that his people along the way will lose faith. He already know that. And you want to know what he did? He equipped us with the measure of faith already. Yeah. So we got a heart, we got our lungs, we got our kidneys, and then we got our measure of faith. Tell me that ain't goodness. And you want to know what that little small faith gonna do? Bring you back to the realization that God is able. That's what the little small grain, mustard size faith that you was already given is gonna do. There's nowhere you can go. There's nothing you can do. And God doesn't see. Then God doesn't know. God knows. The good act, the good deeds that you've done, that you do, God sees. God knows. The bad, the negative, the evil acts of betrayal that you do constantly. All the time. Like it has become you. It's you now. You didn't lie because you felt the need. Now you are a liar. Yeah, you know how they say the devil is a lie. So a liar. God sees. God knows. There is not a devil in hell that can stop God. The plan of God. It's not possible. There's not a plot. There's not a plan of no kind. It doesn't matter how many people get together to corroborate it together in a group. It doesn't matter. You cannot stop the will of God. So I often pray, say, recite, like Jesus did. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Yeah, it was almost, I feel like Jesus said that out of, like he felt, I say pity, but it's more like he felt pity, or like he felt sorry. He felt the pain of, I must say the word, evildoer. He could feel the pain of them for attempting to meddle in the business and the affairs of God. It's he was just like shaking my head. Jesus was shaking his head. If he could have warned him, like, please stop, don't play with my father. Please don't play with my father. So instead of him saying something to the evildoer, because once evil get on somebody, it's on him. It's a spirit. It's on him. So he didn't even matter with that. He just talked to his father. Lord, please forgive them. Well, they know not what they do. Right now is a time of destruction. It's a time of destruction. And what God is allowing is for people to self-destruct. All right? I say you have two groups, but there's probably more than that. But there's at least two groups. One group is destructing. And there's another one being lifted up. Out of the pit, the hell, the BS that they have been in. Waiting on God. In hell. Waiting on God. Losing faith. Using their much greater faith to come back. But Lord, I know you able. Getting a little mad, coming out of that. God, do it for me. Waiting on God. While the evildoer feels as if they are prospering. I have my moments, but I wish no ill intent towards anyone. I don't have to. I don't get nothing out of it. I'm going to get what I get when I get it. And I'm getting. I'm getting. I'm already in the dough. I'm in the dough. I hope that these were words of encouragement for someone, for anyone. Talk about how good God is. Because God is good. Okay? Don't be confused. Don't be confused. That's what the enemy wants to do. That's what he's been trying to do. Trying to confuse you. Trying to get you to turn against God. That's what he's trying to do. Trying to get you to think that where you ain't where you need to be, so that you can go over there looking and searching for something when you was there in the right place the entire time. You're right where you need to be. Right, every other plan failed because you're right where you need to be. All right. Don't forget, you guys, hit the subscribe button for me. Feel free to leave any comments or anything. Right here, I was embracing my getting into my childlike energy. Felt like I did it. Hi. So yes, thank you guys again if you watched the video in its entirety. I really do appreciate it, and I cannot leave without sending you guys love and light.